Yes. Charlotte Chamber Choir November concert, Music from the British Isles. My name is Matt Whitmore. I'm the Artistic Director of Charlotte Chamber Choir. And for you geography heads out there, I named this concert very specifically. This is the British Isles. It's not Britain, because the Irish composer on this concert would not appreciate that. It's not England, the Scottish composer on this concert would not appreciate that. So it's the British Isles, very specifically. That was Hail Latin Light by Charles Wood. Our next piece, or three pieces, is a set by Charles Villiers Stanford, his 3 Latin motets. Now, it's a bit unusual. Stanford did not usually compose in Latin, he composed in English. So this is kind of an unusual set. But we will perform all 3 as a set with no break in between. So please enjoy Stanford's 3 Latin motets. This is actually one of two that he composed, two liberanos, two settings of the same text. And he used what is known as a cantus firmus, or just a bass melody, usually derived from chant, a Gregorian chant. And initially, doing this, composers, they would have the chant, which comes from those books, and they might add one line on top of it, and that would be it, nice and simple. But as the Renaissance went on, they started adding more lines, and more lines. This piece is in 7 parts, so quite a few counter melodies on top of that, but that's not even as crazy as it got. Thomas Tallis, whose If Ye Love Me we just heard, famously composed a motet for 40 voices, 40. We're not going to do that one for you tonight. We physically have the capability, but we will do John Shepherd liberanos. Now, as you can imagine, setting that many extra melodies on top of the cantus firmus, you can kind of lose that original melody. But John Shepherd was smart. He gave, he took the SATB and he split soprano, alto, and tenor into 2 different parts, but he kept the bass unified. And the bass is singing that cantus firmus. So it's still strong, and it still has that presence within the texture, but allows for all those other beautiful flowing lines on top of it. So please enjoy John Shepherd, liberanos.
Oh
dying to talk about scale. He knows it's his favorite topic. So this following piece is not in major, and it's not in minor. It's kind of halfway in between. And instead of just describing it to you, I figured we'd demonstrate. So, first, they're very excited to do this. First, what I'm going to have them do is sing a major scale on solfege, down right here. So that's what we'll do right now. To make it a minor scale, what we actually do is we just take that scale and modify a couple of pitches. We lower them. We drop them down a half step. And you're going to know which ones they are because we change the syllable that we say as well. So here's now a minor scale. Now we're going to sing the scale that is used in the coming piece called I Love My Love, which is a setting of a folk song done by Gustav Holst. This is going to be in a scale called Dorian. It's the Dorian mode, the Dorian scale. And as you heard, we have Do, Re, Mi, Fa, Sol, La, Ti, and Do. So Mi, La, and Ti change when we go to minor. But what if we only changed two of them and left the other one alone? Hey, look at that. Oh, good. It didn't interrupt the piece. That's great. Okay. So now we're going to sing a scale with Me, Te, but La. So the sixth note is going to be from the major scale. The third and seventh notes will be from the minor scale. Here's what that sounds like. Do. So as you can hear, it's a little brighter, a little happier than the full minor scale, but it still has that kind of minor scale color to it. And that is what is used in the following piece, I Love My Love, by Gustav Holst. compose the whole thing. It sounds like a setting of some old folk song, and I encourage you, compare what we just did, which was a setting of a true Cornish folk song, if you wanted to know. Compare that to the James Macmillan, and see the similarities in the composition of the two. The setting is quite different. Macmillan is very particular about texture and about orchestration, for lack of a better word, in the a cappella choir. And you will hear his specific use of color and different voices to create certain effects. Most strikingly, splitting the sopranos into 3 different parts in order to achieve a kind of echo across the ensemble. So listen to that as we perform James Macmillan's The Gallant Weaver.
Where
Paul Mueller. This is 2 out of 4 of his 4 madrigals on rose texts. We're doing the first and the last in the set. If any of you are familiar with American composer Eric Whitacre, and you might know his dissonances and his chord clusters, his tone clusters, Paul Mueller's style, you'll hear some similarities in there, some similar kind of harmonies. So very distinctly modern, certainly of the current time period. Also, all 4 of the set, including the 2 that we're doing, are extraordinarily binary in form. You'll hear the music, you'll hear the music again. And you'll also hear the highest and the lowest note in the entire concert. So get excited for that. These are 2 of Paul Mueller's 4 madrigals on rose texts performed as a set.
Oh
Is anyone here because they heard an ad on WGAV? Raise your hands. You are? Okay. Okay, very nice. We got a couple then. That's great. Something new we're trying to get the word out about us. If you liked what you saw here, please help us do that. Please tell other fans of choral music in the city about us. Our next concert is going to be March the 16th, and then we've got yet another one on June 1st. So please help us spread the word if you like what we're doing here. If you don't, give it to yourself. Of course, as always, we can only do this with your support. And of course, a big way that you can support us is what you're doing right now. Coming to the concert and being an audience for this music. But of course, there is another way you can support us, and that is financially. And so if you have the means, we would really appreciate it. We really can't do what we do without your financial support. So we do have the classic basket back there for any of your cash or checks. We also are in the 21st century now. We've got a QR code. It's this thing called a QR code. It's on the back of the bulletin program, and that will allow you to Venmo us, participate in Venmo. So please consider doing all of that. We love making this music. I'm the luckiest guy in the world that I get to stand up here in front of these fine musicians and do music of this caliber at this level. So thank you once again for coming out. And now we have one more piece. Gustav Holst yet again, who did I Love My Love, that setting we heard earlier. This is his Nunc Dimittis. I can't tell what you're doing. A reception. I should probably mention the reception. We have a reception. We would love for you to come right after the concert. It is in the parish house, which is just that building right over there. And we've got some food, we've got some libations, and we are going to be doing a little more singing. We'd love for you to join us in that singing. A couple of well-known Christmas carols. We'll have music for you. But please do come to that and mingle with us. Okay, now we're going to do Gustav Holst's Nunc Dimittis. Very unusual that it is not paired with a Magnificat. If you know your Anglican music, which I know you all do, Magnificat is usually paired with Nunc Dimittis, but not this one. This one was composed just in and of itself, and it's also a very special piece to me. The first conference performance I ever did as a choral singer, we ended the show with this piece. So please enjoy Nunc Dimittis.
Oh Gloria